Hello. So today I bring you the APX 351, the holy grail of recording amplifiers. So this was a recording amplifier as a front end to a very famous tape machine. But in later years, the preamplifier itself, or the recording amplifier, tube recording amplifier, itself became iconic and became sought after by many engineers and pros because it had a beautiful saturation or sound that it imparted to recording, especially in the digital era. So again, many hardware companies also trying to make emulations of this and copy it. But again, with our NM2 technology, that's our technology's name. You can look it up. Anyway, so this technology allows us to capture, like I said, everything in super detail, right? So we've got a soft mode and a hard mode with our plugin. We've of course got many other things that digital offers, like low pass, high pass filters, extreme precise control, and gain matching actually between input and output. Yes, this time we've got a better gain matching system, which we will now be bringing to our TF72 preamp and also the Valve Cult, distortion box. So what does this do? Well, it's just going to make better between input and output. So when you increase that input knob and you link the output knob, the level will stay pretty consistent. It's very good, but as per like how it is in analog also and how things react to the model, it's not always going to be like super like exactly precise. It can't be, because if we were to do calculations where we would measure the gain change very, very accurately and we undo it, then the whole process or the effect gets undone, right? So you want to be very careful when you do that. You want to be in the right space so that there's not much tweaking the user needs to do. That was the whole purpose. I think we've accomplished that, as you will see in my demo just coming up. We also have a separate video for this plugin where I don't talk, and some people prefer that, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So there's another video on the website, on the channel, which is just audio demos. You can check it. But anyways, I wanted to demo this system personally also and show you the color and sound, how subtle it could be. And of course, it can be driven, but it's got a very sweet, different kind of sound than other tube boxes we've released before or other preamplifiers we've released before. And you will see why it is so sought after. It just brings this beautiful silky top end, and like, let me not just talk about it, let me show you. So let's get on with it. So as you can see, when we're in soft mode, the saturation is very, very subtle, but it's very audible. And there's a kind of dimension that opens up into the sound. So this is what I'm talking about. Why this box is special is just something just passing through this amplifier. People kind of didn't even use the tape machine part of the whole system if they couldn't find it. And this itself just brought a kind of beautiful color, as you can see. Now, did you see the gain matching system? So it's very close. You might have to obviously compensate a little bit, increase the volume, but you'll never be decreasing or like feeling that there's a kind of massive difference. So basically, it's a workflow enhancer, this new gain system, as you can see. Now in the hard mode, you can see there is more saturation. It's still a very nice transitional kind of thing. So for people looking for a lot of precision of just exactly amount of saturation they want to dial in, they can do that. But on top of that, we also have a mix dry knob, so you can always add in the dry signal. So here comes a question for you. So the reason we now have a separate mixed dry knob and a separate wet knob, the wet knob is basically the main output knob. Okay, so why do we have that? Because many users basically suggested, because in our previous plugins we used to have a mixed dry balance. They said we were never able to add more gain to the dry signal, and it was like, could we have control of both? So I thought that was a very nice suggestion. But then again, there are two worlds of people or more worlds of people with different opinions and thoughts. Let's see in this video if you guys can comment below and let me know What do you prefer? Do you prefer a mixed knob, which is a percentage between mixed, wet signal and dry signal? Or do you like this where you have separate control of dry, you have a separate control of wet? You can pretty much balance exactly what you want and then just use the out trim to take the entire, mixed signal and, trim it down or, bring gain to it. That's totally up to you. So I thought this is more control. Anyway, your opinion is very, very appreciated, and we'll try to see what most people want and, see how we implement this in future plugins. So let's go on to certain other things like guitars, bass, and things like that, and listen to some of those. So as you can see, it can also be driven hard. So in this bass example, I pushed it pretty much, even in the guitar example. So it can go. So the in-trim knob basically will give you more range, when it comes to input drive. And the system will react beautifully and exactly how the hardware reacts. That's the whole, point of this exercise. So I hope, like the sounds is, of course, your high pass, low pass filters. If you want to trim your sounds further, mix and match, or just take like a particular band and just saturate that band, you can easily do that with the HPLP. That's why they're there. Very simple to use. I think anyone can use this, not just a plethora of knobs and things. It's all about the sound, guys, right? So if you can get to the sound in your head really quickly and eliminate workflow killers, that's the whole point. That's what we're all striving to do. And that's the kind of tools we plan or intend to make. So again, like I said, Valve Cult and TF72 will also have updates which have this new gain matching system. So it's much easier and more convenient for our customers. The sound stays the same. Nothing else changes since it's been loved, appreciated, and it's selling well. So thank you again. I will see you in another video. Ciao.